The wisest people in history shared one quiet habit. They were careful never to look as wise as they were. While others competed to appear the smartest in the room, they stood quietly at the edge, observing everything, revealing almost nothing. Montesquieu wrote it plainly 3 centuries ago. To succeed in the world, one should appear like a fool, but be wise. Superior perception doesn't just see what others miss. It sees through what others perform. And that, even when kept silent, makes people deeply uncomfortable. Schopenhauer observed it with precision. Intellectual superiority offends by its very existence, without any desire to do so. The insight doesn't need to be spoken to sting. When someone with deeper understanding enters a room, it becomes, without a word, a mirror, reflecting the limitations of everyone else's thinking. Most people do not thank you for that. Nietzsche called it the happiest mask the superior mind can wear. Mediocrity. Not stupidity, but plainness. Chosen deliberately, worn with kindness, to avoid provoking what it cannot prevent. In careers and organizations, research shows that job performance matters far less than likability and the careful management of those above you, which requires making them feel comfortably superior. Robert Greene wrote it without softening. Always make those above you feel more brilliant than they are. Outshine your master, and you don't earn respect. You earn fear. Socrates was history's greatest example. A man so deeply wise that he alone recognized the limits of his own understanding, while those with great reputations mistook opinion for truth. He exposed the ignorance beneath celebrated wisdom and was sentenced to death for it. The reminder is permanent. Displaying superior insight publicly rarely earns gratitude. But the deepest reason to wear the fool's mask has nothing to do with strategy. It is this: genuine wisdom begins with the honest recognition of how little you actually know. The truly wise person can move through a room in perfect social simplicity, warm, light, unassuming, while their inner processing runs at full depth. Both are real. Neither cancels the other. They see the whole board. They simply don't show it. Not from deception, from understanding that revealing every move serves no one, least of all themselves. Shakespeare wrote, "The fool thinks he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool." The fool's hat, worn willingly, is one of the oldest marks of genuine depth. The mask is not a prison. It is a tool, carried, not worn permanently. The wise person can set it down or put it on, and remains entirely themselves either way. The outer expression adapts, modest with peers, deferential with superiors, genuinely wondering alone. The inner depth stays constant beneath all three. In the presence of the great mysteries of existence, life, death, consciousness, meaning, even the greatest human wisdom is trivial. We are all ultimately equally ignorant. The wisest position is not an answer. It's a question. Not certainty, but wonder. Socrates didn't claim wisdom. He claimed only the knowledge of how little he knew, and that alone made him the wisest. The fool thinks he is wise. The wise man knows he is a fool. Wear the mask, not to deceive, but to protect, to navigate, and most of all, to remember.